Oh, first quarterback that I want to talk to you about is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. His name is Tom Brady. When I was considering Tom Brady and where he might go, I had to think about what are his needs. Okay, so his needs are a good offensive line, good to great receivers, and a team that's ready to compete for a Super Bowl. So that's going to mean they're going to have a good defense too. Okay, so the most obvious team to put him to is the Buccaneers. I'm not sure how that'll work because of their cap situation. Like I said, they're in cap hell, but these guys do know how to manipulate the cap to usually get guys that they need and that type of thing. The reason they're in cap hell is because they've sold out to try to win the Super Bowl over the last few years, and you can't blame them. When you have the GOAT on your team, it's sellout time, and it worked the first year. So the Buccaneers make the most sense, but let's look at some other teams. Another team that I think that I haven't heard anybody talking about, but I think it would make sense for Brady is the Jets. The Jets have good weapons on offense. They're in a good draft position to where they can go and get another receiver. They've got a solid defense. And he gets to beat up on the Patriots twice a year. Kind of on a similar keel, I'd consider the Miami Dolphins, who by the way, are probably willing, if I had to guess, they're probably willing to drop Tua for Brady. Because I think the Dolphins are ready to win. They've got great weapons on offense. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. Yeah. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Another advantage, Tom wouldn't have to move too far. All he's doing is moving from Tampa to Miami. Same thing as the Jets. He gets to beat up on the Patriots twice a year. The downsides are it's a tough division. Obviously, the Bills are just that good of a team. And the Dolphins don't have an elite defense. Now, with the right moves this offseason, they can upgrade that defense. It's not as obvious a decision as it was when Tom went to Tampa, right? When he went to Tampa, it made a lot of sense because they had everything right except for the quarterback. They were a quarterback away, and Tom was that quarterback, as it turns out. The other team that everybody's talking about is the Raiders. It's an obvious choice that's getting a ton of attention because of Josh McDaniels' history with Tom Brady. Remember, Josh McDaniels was the offensive coordinator for the Patriots for a bunch of years that Tom Brady was there. I wrote in my notes here, newly single, rich and famous Tom Brady. Yeah, he'd probably love Vegas. That'd probably be a lot of fun for him. You could make an argument that Miami and New York might be similar in levels of fun, but Vegas is just a different vibe. Obviously, him reuniting with Josh McDaniels would be huge. He's got Davante Adams and Waller on the offensive side of the ball. Those are some weapons, plus whatever else they can bring in. The downside of the Raiders is that the offensive line's not great. The defense is far from elite. There's upside to the Raiders, and it seems like the Raiders are going to heavily pursue him, but I'm not sure if it makes the most sense. Now, let me float one by you. And maybe you're going to accuse me of being a homer, but the more I thought about it, the more it made sense to me. If you're the Seattle Seahawks, and you're in a situation where you can pay Geno Smith $30 million a year, or you can pay Tom Brady $30 million a year, which one are you more likely going to give that contract to? If you go with the Tom route, you can draft a quarterback and have him sit behind Brady for the next year or two. So you've got a succession plan. And I don't know that succession plan is as valuable as Geno Smith. Tom Brady, why should he want to come to Seattle? I just laid out why Seattle should want Tom. Why should Tom want Seattle? Seattle's got great offensive weapons. Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, a number one running back. They've got a player-friendly coach that's going to let Tom be Tom and is going to give him all the freedom he needs to be successful. They've got a defense that's probably one piece to two pieces away from being the Legion of Boom's second coming. I think that maybe number 12 should come to the home of the 12s. By the way, if he comes here, Seattle should absolutely let Tom keep his number. I know that the number 12 is retired around here, but it's Tom fucking Brady. I mean, you let that guy keep number 12. Look, I think the Seahawks are potentially a quarterback away if that quarterback's Tom Brady. I think that they could be a legitimate team if Tom came to Seattle. All right, well, that concludes the show. If you like anything you saw tonight, please like and subscribe. My name is Mike Adams, and that was Tacoma Talk.